This episode is sponsored by Supreme of the UK. Click the link in the description and support the podcast. Quote CFR at the checkout and receive 10% discount on your order.
People, you know what it is with this topic, yeah? I feel like it comes around every few years. Now, when I say it comes around every few years, yeah, what I mean is it takes tragedy to happen for serious conversations on this particular topic to happen. And that's really, really sad when you think about it, because this week there has been some absolute tragic news in the showbiz arena. And I'm talking about DC Young Fly's wife. Oh, here's Noble, man. Here's Noble. Yes, Noble.
Supreme of the UK.
Yes, Noble. What you saying, man? We live and direct. We live and direct.
Blessed,
So,
blessed. Shalom.
yeah, man. Send in the apologies. I know you're busy and thing.
Yes,
You don't watch
yes,
nothing.
yes.
So, matter of fact, let's just start from scratch, Noble. Now you're in the building. Noble, what you saying? How's the week been? 'Cause I know you're very, very busy. To the point, this is how busy me and Noble have been this week, that I only tapped in with Noble this morning. I thought you was in Barbados. I swear, I'm like, yo, I'm thinking, damn, I thought you were in Barbados, Noble.
For sure. Time is not standing still for no man or woman. It's busy, busy, busy. And as you say, you're not the only one who thought I was over there.
It's what we call one of them good problems.
Exactly. A good problem, man. Man ain't complaining at all. All praise to the Most High. We are blessed, forever blessed. And I'm just looking forward to this additional journey. You know, it's been a couple years since man been on plane and thing. You beat me to it. So I'm taking full advantage of 2023. I'm jet setting, sibling. You heard?
Yeah, man, that's it, man. Life is very, very short. Awfully short. And, while we can, we got our health. While we can do what we do, we need to do what we do. Can't follow what the government is saying. None of that. We got to live life. You see what I mean? Because we cannot see the journey. So 1,000% Noble, man. So, yeah. Today starts off, well, there's only really one place. And I know you've been a very busy man these last couple of weeks. So you may have missed this, but not to worry, because I am going to read an official article also. So just before I read the article, I'm just going to go into this a little piece. So you're familiar with the trend of BBLs?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm not sure exactly when the trend came in, but at one point it was just like the majority of bodies from a certain demographic started to look the same.
Yeah.
That kind of, I'm talking, that kind of big bottom and flat stomach and wide hips, and that's what you call a Brazilian butt lift, where they take the fat from your back and your lower stomach and all over and put it into your ass. I know it sounds funny. I ain't trying to be funny.
That's the whole thing, simply. It is funny.
They put it into your ass, and then, usually when girls go and get this done, they also get a boob job. You see what I'm saying? Tummy tuck, all of that stuff. They do the whole shebang. A lot of them do work on their faces too. Now, the reason we're discussing this, not like to say it hasn't been discussed before, it came into the news this week because a comedian / actor / influencer goes by the name of DC Young Fly. Are you familiar with that name?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So DC Young Fly, popular guy, got a podcast in the States, does his numbers. He's on Nick Cannon, Wildin Out. This is someone who's well known, got a lot of followers on IG. Now, his wife gave birth not too long ago. She signed up for what's called a mommy makeover.
Oh my gosh.
So what a mommy makeover is, Noble, is when a woman gives birth and then she snaps back under the knife on the surgery table. Now, this has been a trend in the last decade, where I'll give a few examples, like people like Lyra Galore, which is Rick Ross's ex, P Quality Control Music, the CEO. That's the mother of his child. She's a known influencer. There's a million girls like that running around. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now, she gave birth not too long ago. Couple of weeks after giving birth, she's on the IG. So you've give birth, then you're on the IG with this almost perfect body. Like, you're on IG with almost this absolute perfect body. Now, when you jump in the comments, yeah, all people are saying is how good she looks, how quickly she snapped back. Now, this is something that has been a negative influence on other people. Now, I'm coming from this, I've got to keep this thing 1,000. In a world full of followers, it's hard to tell someone to be a leader. That's just the facts. This is a world full of followers. Most girls want to look good, and they want to look good now, and they do not want to work for it. So DC Young Fly's wife goes under the knife, and sadly, tragically, she has now died. She's now died, leaving behind 3 young children. Now imagine, just before I read that, I'm going to have to crack the window, boss. It's boiling. Now imagine, yeah. No, I'm laughing at what I said.
Yes.
Yeah. Now imagine, yeah, you jump on a surgery table for strictly vanity reasons, nothing else, strictly vanity reasons, not like you've had any problems with your organs or any kind of health issue, strictly to look good. And when you see this young lady, Noble, she is very, very attractive. I didn't see what she was chasing. But again, we don't know what people's insecurities are. People, just bear with me. I gotta open this window. Sorry, Noble.
Hey, man, it's hot.
Yeah, it's warm out here, man. I'm loving this though.
Yeah, man, for shiggity, cannot complain at all. We should the first day of June, yeah, this whatever, is it meteorological summer, whatever. We should have had sun like this, not clouds and cold weather. Man was walking around with a jacket on the 1st of June, which ain't a good look. We should have t-shirts on or a polo shirt or something.
Yeah, man, it don't help that I've done a lot of miles this morning.
Ooh.
I've done a hell of a lot of miles this morning, man. Yeah. I'm absolutely boiling hot. All right. Sorry, people. Let's get down to business now. You know how these streams be. Okay.
Raw and uncut, sibling, you heard?
That's it. That's all right. I'm fresh now. I'm good now. Okay. So, his wife jumps onto the surgery table, yeah? She jumps on the surgery table, ends up dying. Tragic business. Now, imagine leaving 3 children behind. Those children grow up, especially when losing a mother at such a young age. Throughout school, college, whatever the case may be, when that question comes up, yo, your mom or whatnot, she passed away, sadly. What happened? She was jumping onto a surgery table. Now, of course, the family are probably going through hell right now. So we understand that. But this is a time now to have a discussion about surgery and how bad it is. Now, I call this generation the microwave generation. The reason I call them the microwave generation, nobody wants to cook a meal anymore. I'm giving an analogy here.
1,000.
No one wants to cook a meal. People want things now. No one wants to work for things 4, 5, 10-year plans. It's all about success overnight because that's what people see. You see people, like for conversation's sake, you see people on social media whose lives appear to be almost perfect. I'm going to give an example. There's a guy on social media, I'm not even going to call the brother's name, popular guy, and he was a bit, he was a bit on the stocky side, like quite stocky. See what I mean? You could see that he was making money and doing all of that, but he was very stocky, almost borderline fat kind of thing. And literally, in a matter of like weeks, my man was just ripped out of here, like ripped off it. He never used to show like no body or nothing, but in a few weeks, he just went from looking one way to looking another. Eventually, it came out that he had liposuction. But he was telling people that he was doing 2 hours cardio per day and only eating once a day. So you have to think how much people would have tried to achieve those results based off of what my man was saying. This is the same with the girls. They're being lied to. They're being tricked. But then at the same time, I understand their point of view, which we'll get into that in a second. But all right, I'm going to read this. Get your thoughts, Noble, then we'll get into it. So, Jacky O, a former cast member on Wildin Out and longtime partner of DC Young Fly, has died. She was 32. A BET Media Group spokesperson confirmed Jacky O's death, whose real name is Jacqueline Smith. See, there's certain things I don't even want to read on here.
They've been very vague in regards to the statements. Both statements, there's been that official statement, and there's been another one in it from the management team and DC Young Fly in it. I'm sure there's two statements.
They haven't actually, you know why these statements no good, and we're just going to get back into it, because they haven't actually said the exact cause of death.
No, not at all. Yeah,
so obviously they're probably waiting for autopsy and all of that. First of all, Noble, give me your thoughts, and then we'll navigate.
Well, let me add to that, because on my little micro build, as per our little brief conversation, the doctor in Miami, Dr. I can't remember his name, if you've got that to hand, he put out something on his IG saying, basically, rest in peace kind of thing, only judge God even can judge me. So that in itself leads directly into what we're talking about. She's potentially had some kind of surgery, and there may have been complications after the fact.
He also, just to add to that, Noble, he also deleted a picture that he had posted of her before going into surgery. He deleted that picture. Now, what it is this, yeah. A lot of men talk out against surgery and how all these women are running to the surgery table. But if you're a man who follows all of them IG models who have surgery and you're under their comments, then what you are is an enabler. Because what you have to remember, when it comes to women, especially women who are single, especially women who have not yet matured, should I say girls?
And women.
There is women too. There is women too who do this. They desire attention from the opposite sex. There's no any woman who tells you that she don't, that's a lie. Women want to feel attractive. That's just a fact. A woman wants to feel attractive. Now, if a woman wants to feel attractive and she wants attention from men, and she's only seeing men giving attention to girls who look a certain way, why would that not encourage her to go and get surgery? Why would that? I mean, I understand the health risk and all that stuff, but if all these women who look like this, yeah, with the big ass and all this, and men are still running them down, why would a woman not want to do that? When you look at all these women, Cash Doll, Light Skin Keisha, Lato, Cardi B.
Who's Light Skin?
Light Skin Keisha, yeah. There's a girl called Light Skin Keisha.
Okay.
Yeah, Light Skin Keisha. And all these girls, Ari, what's the other one? Jada Wader. All these girls have had BBLs, and they're the ones who are getting the Fashion Nova deals. They're the ones that are getting the rappers and all of this. Look at these girls that these men are choosing. These influencers have millions of followers. Listen to the word, influencer. Influencer. So if you're an influencer, you've got millions of followers, yeah? Listen, so you got followers who are watching your every move. You are getting wife by rappers, getting spoiled with gifts. Every Valentine's Day, you get a car. Every Christmas, you get a car. You on all these fabulous vacations. You're in Dubai. You know what I mean? Girls are looking at those girls and saying, yo, I want that. And that's what's allowing these girls to take the risk. They're taking the risk because they want, they want to be seen. They want to be desired. Now, it's crazy because they want to be seen, they want to be desired, and they're doing anything to get there. People ain't on eating clean, going gym, because you may need a 12-month plan for that. People don't have 12-month plans. I'm talking the majority. They don't have 12-month plans. People want it now, today. They want success and results today. So when they're seeing other girls, oh, she did it, it's literally, what are the odds? What are really the odds of you losing your life? Because all these girls have had surgery and the majority of them are not dying. So all it's doing is making other women want to do it. I literally watched a podcast this morning. Watching the podcast, a girl's talking about everything. She's like, yo, once you get one thing done, you want to keep going back. You want perfection. You want perfection. You want to look perfect.
Which falls in the realms of body dysmorphia.
There you go.
It's been marketed and pushed towards all women at this point. All women, that you need to have an exaggerated black woman's body. Let's just not get it twisted. This is a caricature of black women. And this is pumped out to all of the young, impressionable minds and the women who are in the 20s to 30s brackets and possibly even higher. They're seeing, as you say, these influencers showing off, getting all of the endorsement deals, the this deal, the followers, the access to places, because, oh my God, that's light skin Keisha. She's got 9.6 million followers on Instagram. You can come into this place for free. You can have this car, just tag us in the something. Then you got artists like, yo, yeah, that thing's bad still. I want her jump in the DM, or he knows somebody that da-da-da. It's a quick route to so-called success. Now, this is where, you see, there's a spider web of all this stuff: accountability, guidance, protection, and affection from a wholesome family. It all leads into into these realms, because the women, these young children, these young girls, these females, they should be built of stronger stuff, not to like okay. Let's play righteous advocate. Because there are some women out there who are just literally flat-chested, straight up and down on the reels. They might have a beautiful face, but they're all, as I would denote, they're all head and nobody. So I can understand some gal like that they don't want to embrace that kind of pubescent look So I can understand if they want to take a risk with their life to enhance what they think they should have, like their friends are tick like so-and-so, they got big tick thighs, and all natural, I'm talking. So they're like, yo, I want to jump on this thing and look on the social medias. I can understand that. But when you've already got a little something, and you've had that guidance, you've had that affection, mans ain't not looking at you on the street. When you do all your 25-minute our makeover thing with all this contouring business, and you put your little lace front thing on and this and that, and you're in the club, mans are on ya. This is just not get it twisted. It may not be the ballers that you want, but you still getting attention. Everywhere you go, women get attention. No matter what, big, fat, swarty women who aren't potentially attractive to many are getting attention. Not as much, but attention is given every single place. Listen, it's an illusion. It is a crazy big illusion that you need to go under the knife. Now let's rewind 20, 30 years ago. Boob jobs. That was the most women were doing. It was a boob job. They wanted it, they wanted to wear dresses and tops and not necessarily have to wear a bra and have those perky kind of titties. That was seen to be, she's had a breast job, blah, blah. That's, she's enhancing her body. No difference to, and the argument was back then, a boob job, Mark, Noble, siblings and listeners, is no different to a woman enhancing her eyes with mascara or that line that they do to make it look more Chinesey kind of thing, yeah, more cat-like. Painting on your eyebrows. Painting lipstick on, rouge, yeah? These are enhancing your physical beauty. But then when we look at it, it's an enhancement of what you already got with the makeup, but you can wash that stuff off, right? When you go under the surgery, under the knife, as they call it, you're put unconscious. And a man with his assistants are going to cut into your body unnecessarily for you to get some kind of physical enhancement. Now, the inherent risk with all surgery, not just cosmetic surgery, there is an inherent risk. Once you go under, you may not wake back up. And it's not like it is. I don't know. There's this microwave generation that you're talking about. They don't seem to think of any consequences. It's like, do what thou will be the whole law. Like, I want to do this, that's it. Oh, darn. I'm misfigured now because I did that. I didn't choose the right surgeon properly. One ass cheek is up here and the other one's over to the sides after a couple of days. The titties that I'm supposed to have had, one's bigger than the other and the nipples are misaligned. I've got to go back to him to try and get him to sort it out. If not, I've got to try and find another surgery. What about the promotion of all of these gal and men? What's it called? Botched. Wasn't that a program?
Yes, there was a program called Botched, yeah.
And it's mishaps with surgeries, with the microblading. Look at all that. Gal are going getting their eyebrows done, and then this is what I want. This is the look I want, and they're coming out looking like flipping a clown or something. Barling like, yo, look, I've had these permanent things done, because I thought this was the right way, having allergic reactions to them. They're getting stuff pumped into their lips and all them thing there. Now listen, I'm going to put my hands up. There's a lot of those influences that you've mentioned, not that you've mentioned specifically, the ones that I'm linked with. And I do follow them, and we do have conversations offline, online, and I will like a picture here and there because, sibling, I'm a man, yeah? I got testosterone. Like, if it looks good, it looks good. Now, there's a difference. As you said, there's natural beauty, there's heavily makeup and airbrushed beauty, and there's this cosmetic beauty. And in the middle, you've got someone who's naturally beautiful, and they may have had like a little body sculpting, should we say, just to get that tummy a bit flatter, or, not crazy though. So they still look like in proportion. So as I say, I embrace all levels of beauty. If it's too far, it's too far. Like, I don't hope, all I wish and trustfully want for all of these women is for number one, for them to be happy and to be safe. If you're going to go down this surgery road, think about it. Don't listen. I've spoken to gal who have literally, but I'm going to Turkey. Oh, go on there. Oh, yeah, I'm doing the BBL thing. Oh, okay. So how long did you spend researching that before you booked the thing? Yeah, there was an Instagram advertisement. You know what I mean? Or I saw this influencer. She was giving some discount codes away, and I just did the thing. I'm like, wait, you didn't? So have you even been there for like a consultation, or is this literally you're paying a fee? You're gonna fly over to Turkey. They're gonna put you up in like a 2-3 star hotel while you recover and all that business, and you're back home. Yeah, noble. Is that wise? Like, would you just buy a house? Would you just walk past a house and someone say, "Yo, come on, buy this house. Give me 250 racks. Buy this house," and you're just gonna say, "Yeah." Oh, but because it's money, you're gonna be more astute. But your body and your mind and your life doesn't have that much value for 250 wow for a house.